Salutations, respected viewers. This is the crypt of Christchurch, Dublin, and you can see the coat of arms of the British royal family. In the old days, there was no British royal family as such. Of course, there was an Irish one, a Scots one, and an English one, but it was all the same family. But I think there was only one crest for all of them. If you want to have the lion and the unicorn, look, the lion's wearing a crown. The crest is this bit here. That's knight's helmet, with the crown above that and a lion on top of that. I'm not sure what the floral pattern is behind. And then you see the belt in the middle, On y soit qui mal y pense, which is medieval French for shame upon him who thinks badly of it. It's an allusion to the Order of the Garter, as in when Edward I picked up a lady's garter which fell down, and he said, shame upon anyone who thinks this is like a saucy act. I'm not being louche, and it's such a respectable thing to have done. I'm going to found an order of chivalry as a group to be a member of if you're very exalted. Called the Order of the Garter. That's why some men have got KG behind their name, or even women, Knight of the Garter. Dieu est mon droit. That's God on my right in French. So there are many of these fantastic marble memorials to various distinguished personages. You can tell that it's a 17th century one. I had a huge, gorgeous, very flamboyant wig, and here she is, bereft. And that's to the Lord Chancellor of Ireland, as he is the most senior judge of the land. This goes right back to 1030. This will be the foundations down here, the crypt. So crypt is the ancient Greek word for secret or hidden, which is why people in the 17th century in England were accused of being crypto-Catholics, as in members of the Church of England, raved with emotions, but in their hearts they actually believed in Roman Catholicism, wanted the papacy back. So I thought this was fascinating. Something from James II. Of course, he was King of Ireland, as well as being King of Scotland and King of England. And here is a tabernacle, or tabernacle, some people accentuate. As in the host is kept there, the round communion wafers which are blessed by the priest and become the body of Jesus Christ. Hoc est corpus meum. This is my body. And there's the chalice, as in the cup for the wine. This is my blood. And all the rest of it. So those are the magic words, and the priest says that this is my body, this is my blood. That actually is transubstantiation, turning them into the body and blood of Christ. That's what Catholics believe. And a canon book for Mass. So a missal, so you call it not a missile as in a projectile, but a book saying the words of Mass as in the ceremony. So James II, when he ran away from England in November 1688, he fled first to France, later he came here to Ireland. He was a Catholic, like the majority of the population, so he was supported by most people here. Obviously he lost the battle of the Boyne to his son-in-law, and indeed his nephew, the same person, that's William of Orange, who was Stadtholder of the Netherlands. Stadtholder meaning state holder. Had no president or king of the Netherlands, but Stadtholder was the boss. It was an elected position, elected by rich men. But anyway, when James II was here in Ireland, he held Parliament, and not everybody there was a Catholic, barring I think only two exceptions, and he held Mass here in Christchurch Cathedral, turning Catholic. But as we know, James II won on the 1st of July, 1690, that battle near Drogheda, the Battle of the Boyne. Then obviously we moved from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar in 1750, it became 12th of July, so we will celebrate it on the new date. And look at this marvellous pics here, PYX. You see the baby Jesus' face, or is it cherub's face? He's looking glum actually, and the Last Supper in the middle. And then WR, Williamus Rex, as in William the King, and more coats of arms here. Le maintiendrai, I will maintain. So 17th century French is written there. So as part of the Wars of the League of Augsburg, with many people teaming together against Louis XIV, King of France, because France is the only superpower in Europe at the time, like a baptismal font. That was what the Battle of Boyne was partly about. And the Pope was actually on the side of William III. This is an anomaly which is often overlooked because it doesn't suit most people. The Pope actually wanted William of Orange to win, even though he was a Protestant, and James II to lose. So there was a little double think, Roman Catholic monarchs going to war against the papacy, because of course the Pope, he ruled central Italy. He was a political leader as much as a religious one, had the pontifical army and pontifical navy, not like the Swiss Guard today with 50 soldiers. It was a serious military force, back in those days. Anyway, is that all I've got to say about William III and James II being here? They're the first monarchs here in Ireland for quite a long time. The monarchs didn't come back for a long time afterwards either. Not till I think Queen Victoria, if I got that right. And another curious quirk is a King of England was crowned in Christchurch. Lambert Simnel. Okay, he was an imposter. In 1147, part of the Wars of the Roses, he falsely claimed to be Edward IV, and he was crowned here. But he only managed to reign for a month before he was unmasked as being an ordinary boy from Oxford. And he'd landed in England and led his forces being captured, and then put to work as a scullion in the kitchen, just to show Henry VII's sheer contempt for him. And he lived out his life in obscurity. All right, I'll switch it off now.